We have the opportunity now to participate in a panel discussion. We'll be looking at a couple of subjects from different perspectives. We'll start with you, Phil. The Boy Scouts are required in order to go through many of their advancements to provide some community service or philanthropic work. Where does the council fit in on that?
Well, for a scout that's working on his Eagle rank, he has to do all the design and all the fundraising in order to do this project of significant size, minimum of 100 hours. In order for a project to qualify, he has to document it all out, design it, and then give it to the council for the council to approve. When you think about the number of Eagles that get awarded, that's literally millions of hours of philanthropic time that's given back to local communities from the Boy Scouts.
Now, Stephen, as a parent, what type of activities have you participated with in your son in the community service?
I participated on several Eagle projects, working with the Scouts, being led by the Scouts. It's their job to lead me, tell me what to do, and how they want something done. So that's the first thing that I've done. In our troop, I require, when we set the schedule, we have to have at least one service project as a troop a year. In the last several years, we've gone down to Half Moon Bay State Park and worked there pulling non-native plants and restoring to the natural habitat. So we've done beach cleanups, we've gone to a couple of parks, and then whenever we're on a camp out, one of the last things that we always do is police our area and the adjoining areas and pick up litter and trash.
And Daniel, how do you feel about the community service that your troop has done?
Well, I feel that we do a pretty good job every year of getting service hours for like ranks and such, and I really do like our once-a-year troop-wide service project. Last year we were pulling ice plant out of the beaches up at Half Moon Bay, and that was a lot of fun, and I think we're helping out the community a lot.
Now, Alex, do you know if your Cub Scout troop is doing any community service projects?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, do you help your mom around the house?
Sometimes.
Yeah, we'll consider that a community service project. Okay. Camps also play a fairly significant role in a scout's life. Now, the council, which camp does this council work with?
So the Santa Clara County Council has two camps. So we have camps at Camp Cheeseboro up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and then Camp High Sierra near Yosemite. And then at the national level, we have the national camps, which is the Philmont, Northern Tier, the Florida Sea Base, and then just recently, Steve Bechtel just donated $50 million to the Boy Scouts to build the new high adventure base in West Virginia. So now we have 4 national high adventure bases that the Scouts can also go to, focusing on backpacking, canoeing, scuba diving, really giving the Scouts the broadest set of experiences.
Now, Stephen, as a parent, you've actually participated in some of the summer camps, haven't you?
I've been to summer camp 3 times. Everything is right there for a scout to earn rank, which is not always easy to do. And the other big draw is to be able to earn merit badges. You go up there, and the camps that we go to, they typically offer a choice of one of up to about 40 different merit badges. So that's where the Scouts can earn some of the Eagle required. But when you go to camp, it's also a place to try things that you may not be able to do at home, like motorboating, climbing, backpacking, canoeing.
Daniel, what is your favorite activity at camp, besides eating?
Yeah. My favorite activity at camp would probably have to be swimming over by the waterfront. And that's mostly just because, you know, it's not really a pool because it has a bit more action. It has waves, and you get the docks that you can just dive straight off of.
Now, you haven't been to a summer camp yet, have you, Alex?
I've been to a Bellabon Ranch.
Yeah?
And they have like a pool and the water comes from a lake, and it's been cleaned before it goes into the pool. So I think I've been.
What was your favorite part of that camp?
The swimming and eating part and camping.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty universal, swimming and eating. The important parts. You know, in order to have these camps, as I was discussing with Phil, it costs money for each of the kids, but it doesn't just stop at the at the council level? I mean, you also need money to run each of the troops. Stephen?
We only have one fundraiser a year, and that's to sell popcorn. So from mid-September to October, we about 6 or 8 week window, and we sell popcorn. And what our troop does is we split it with the Scouts. So approximately 50% of the money that we receive from that goes to run the troop, and that pays for the parking fees, it pays for summer camps, it pays for some of the awards that we receive. The other part of it is given to the Scouts, and that's their funds to help pay for camp. So it's the Scouts are learning some financial responsibility.
So when a Scout comes and knocks at your door, or you see him in front of a bank or a store to sell popcorn, you have a better understanding of exactly where your money's going. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at Willow, Glen in Motion. We really appreciate your time. Scouting promotes activities that lead to personal responsibility and high self-esteem, resulting in a high level of success in life. Scouts make up 64% of Air Force Academy graduates, 68% of West Point graduates, 70% of Annapolis graduates, 72% of Rhodes Scholars, 85% of FBI agents, 65% of college graduates. 26 of the first 29 astronauts were Scouts. The alumni ranks include names like James Stewart, Walter Cronkite, Ross Perot, Richard Gere, Bruce Jenner, Jim Morrison, Mark Spitz, Peter Ueberroth, Steve Young, Neil Armstrong, and many, many others. The numbers speak for themselves. Our world is impacted daily by our scouting organizations. If you are interested in learning more about the Boy Scouts of America, go to our website at willowgleninmotion.com and click on the Affiliations tab. In our next show, we will be discovering San Jose State, the world-class university in our own backyard. Until next time, let's keep Willow Glen in motion.